you might think. You know, family members are anxiously waiting on the shore, and some of them, as you heard, brought antibiotics with them just in case for the passengers at the direction of their own doctors. Well, joining us now is a doctor, Dr. Jorge Rodriguez. He's a doctor of internal medicine. Is that wise to do, to come armed with antibiotics, even though you don't know if anyone's sick?
Yeah, I don't think so. And for the simple reason that not all antibiotics cover everything, and taking antibiotics preventively for something that someone may not even have is not a smart idea. So I personally would not recommend that. Yeah. If someone comes on shore and they have a problem, they can go straight to their doctor.
Tell me a little bit about what you think the biggest health risks some of these folks on the boat are facing. If there is, in fact, you know, sewage, raw sewage around, and no air conditioning and not proper food, it can be a number of different health problems. So which is the most pressing?
Absolutely, and you hit on the three major ones. One is the respiratory one, the fact that if anybody there has a cold or flu and they're so contained, that can spread easily. The second one, you know, if it would have been up to me, I wouldn't have been giving people Ziploc bags to, you know, to defecate into, because first of all, that's not very. No, I can't. But you know what? You know, you can get things on your hands and you don't have proper water to clean yourself, and that's where you could spread things like hepatitis A or B. And hepatitis is most easily spread from people that don't even know they have it. So I think that is one of the major concerns. You know, the second one is that if there isn't enough electricity, a lot of that food could spoil, and you could easily get you know, some sort of outbreak of E. coli, salmonella, or, you know, staph food poisoning. So those are the three main things: respiratory, contaminated food, and feces that's just being transmitted from person to person.
Yeah,
Yikes.
Even hard to talk about, but certainly could be a reality. Well, I wonder, too, about, you know, you think about the Love Boat, and there's always one doctor on board, but I do wonder, for a ship with 4,000 people on board, how many medical personnel you do have there on a regular basis, and can they handle what is presented to them?
Yeah, they usually have just one physician on board, at most two physicians. And honestly, how could they handle, you know, anything that's going on now? From what I've been reading, and you tell me if there's something different, I heard that so far there hasn't been an outbreak, you know, of anything, but this really is a floating petri dish. You know, it's in the Gulf, it's warm, you don't have sanitary conditions, so hopefully they'll get back to shore within the next day or two before anything breaks out. But people that are on that cruise really have to be careful for the next day a couple of weeks. You know, they may have contracted something that's sort of just festering under the surface and won't come, you know, to full-blown infectious status for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and last check, they are supposed to be home sometime tomorrow. So Dr. Jorge Rodriguez, thank you so much. Appreciate it. You know, I want to get to this.